You know, from now on, whenever you get pulled over, an officer is going to look at your record and they're going to see DWI. DWI. If they smell alcohol on you, the next time you get pulled over, it's probably not going to go well for you. A third DWI, you're looking at a third-degree felony up to 10 years in prison. Mr. Brown, you are charged with assault of a family member. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Okay, pause. This is where things get interesting. What would you have done in this situation? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're hooked already, make sure to hit like so more people can join this breakdown.
The complainant witness stated that the defendant and she got into a verbal argument over prior infidelity. And the complainant witness stated that the defendant cornered her and headbutted her 5 times in her face, causing pain.
Any alcohol, anything like that as an allegation?
In fact, Judge, I don't believe so.
Mr. Brown, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. It appears that a protective order has been issued in this case. Get to know it. If you do something to violate the protective order, the state can and probably will file a violation of protective order against you. It's one of the worst cases you can pick up. What I normally do is I order no contact and no weapons unless I know that the complaining witness wants to have contact with you. At that point, if they do, I order no threatening or harassing contact. But you have to understand what is threatening or harassing. Doesn't matter what you think is threatening. I could care less what you think. It's what the other person perceives. So if I go like this, is that threatening or harassing? It most certainly is. And it can violate this court order and land you in jail. I don't know what kind of relationship you have with this person, but if it's something where you're constantly butting heads, there's a lot of vindictive people in this world. You got to be careful because you're the one that's on bond for this case. If they call and say, hey man, you're the one that's going to end up. You know what I mean? So those are the conditions now are no threatening or no harassing contact. I'm sorry, no contact and no weapons. I'll have Sebastian reach out to her. If she wants to change it, then you guys come back, let me know, and then that's what we do. All right? Okay, guys. Now, hold on. You have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with him. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging, or you pick up a new case, or you're a danger to my community, I only have one place for you. You understand? Just all I want, be nice. That's all right? Okay. Please. Thank you, Judge. Thanks, guys.
On the Melania Smith matter, there's an issue about an extension of her probation.
She sounds like a good judge, program judge. She's requested a 3-month extension.
Where is Miss Smith?
She's here.
Come up, Miss Smith.
The request was sent last week. They wanted 3 months for her to complete IFC SOP. She completed it over the weekend. Ashley granted a 3-month extension. Wasn't sure if they want to wait or he's supposed to get off probation March 1st, but she owes $125. So we're waiting to see now if she wants to continue the extension or just allow her to.
Have you paid that money off?
Yeah, that I just looked at was $240, and recently, like in the last 20 minutes, just paid that.
Oh, great. So everything's paid off.
Well, they're delinquent. According to the probation officer, they said if I was in good standing, then everything else I wouldn't, I mean, really anything else I would actually have to pay.
I know. I think that you're supposed to, I don't know.
She's supposed to get off March 1st. Initially, the extension was requested for IFP. They said that she's satisfied that they're okay with allowing her to terminate. But because she has a $325 balance, they didn't make a decision on a 3-month extension.
But now she's satisfied that, right? So
I don't see that on my end yet. I can double check.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we postpone it till later in the week? Because it takes so
$221. I have my bank account that I can show.
No, but it has to reflect in the system, though. Don't worry. It's not the end of the world. I'm sorry.
Swear today.
I can waive your appearance. Don't worry about it. You know? But
That'd be great.
you can be here, right? Because if you've done everything that you've done, hopefully they're satisfied with everything and then we can be done once and for all. If you've paid what you need to pay and you're not delinquent anymore, that was all that was needed for it to happen, right? So hopefully that's sufficient for them to say, okay, we're happy. But it might take like a couple days for it to hit the system. That's the only problem. So, why don't we postpone to Thursday? I'll waive the appearance, that we don't have to miss a day of work. Come back. If they're okay with it, then they dismiss. If not, then we'll, I guess, cross that bridge when we get there.
If it's okay, I can make the appearance on Zoom.
Please, that's why we have it. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so can you email them, Alex, and say, hey, that everything's done, she's paid?
I wasn't understanding, you also, because the amount, I'm not sure, yeah. Yeah, can you forward, yeah.
Just stay in contact with him. That's it. Okay,
We can go and say no more.
yeah, okay. Have fun.
This is Guevara.
Mr. Guevara, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. It's elevated to a Class A misdemeanor, so you are facing up to a year in jail and/or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 90 days in jail with credit for the 29 days that you've done.
Yes.
You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. When you plead guilty, it stays like this on your record forever. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now, he has two open DWIs?
Yes, to Your Honor, we're dismissing one.
Dismissing one.
Yes, Judge.
Does he have an immigration detainer? You know?
I believe he
Yes,
does.
he has a holding set.
Mr. Guevara, is it true or untrue that you had a .15 or above? How do you plead to the offense, so guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Find you guilty. I will send you to the 90 days in jail. I am going to suspend your license for 1 year. Do not drive. You know, from now on, whenever you get pulled over, an officer is going to look at your record and they're going to see DWI. DWI. If they smell alcohol on you, the next time you get pulled over, it's probably not going to go well for you. A third DWI, you're looking at a third-degree felony, up to 10 years in prison. Do you understand? Get a clue. Good luck, Mr. Guevara.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you are Mr. Nieto. Mr. Nieto, you are charged with harassment. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and/or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On February 14th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a disturbance family call at a residence in Harris County, Texas. The officer made contact with the complainant, who stated the defendant had already left the location and was down the street wearing a black sweater and blue jeans. The officer made contact with the defendant, who matched the description. The complainant stated she was washing dishes when she received a phone call from the defendant, who wanted to celebrate Valentine's Day with her and that he was coming over. The complainant noticed when the defendant arrived, he had already been drinking alcohol and brought over a new bottle of tequila. The defendant entered the residence, drank the entire bottle, and started belligerently yelling about his ex-wife. The complainant asked the defendant to leave. The defendant refused, and the defendant started breaking items in the house and threw a vase at the complainant, which she was able to dodge. The complainant eventually got the defendant out the door, and the defendant then threatened the complainant, stating, "If you don't let me inside the house, I'm going to send someone to shoot up the place." He said this several times. The complainant was in fear for her life, and the complainant is in a dating relationship of 5 years with the defendant, and the two live together.
What are you requesting?
We're requesting a mow-up, Your Honor, and no contact with the complainant.
I see a protective order's already been issued.
Is there an issue, Your Honor? Yes. So we just want to make sure there's one issued. Okay.
So understand, Mr. Nieto, that I'm going to find that there is sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, I'm ordering you not to have any contact with this person, not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs, and to undergo random testing. The protective order's been issued. I would get to know it. If you do something to violate the protective order, the state can file more charges against you as violation of protective order. If you ever have any questions about what you can and cannot do, you can ask your lawyer and she can tell you what you can and can't do. Just be careful while you're in the jail, as all phone calls are recorded. Anything else?
No, Judge, that's all.
Okay,
We're waiting on both of these. So,
okay. All right, Mr. Nieto, good luck to you and good luck to you, sir. Okay? Thanks, guys. So you're charged with criminal mischief. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause again. They have the full report now, so we'll find out what happened. Okay.
Loading it right now. Okay. So on Sunday, February 9, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a disturbance call at a residence in Harris County, Texas. The complainant advised that she was going to a nearby gas station, Circle K, and a man she knows, the defendant, was waving a gun in the air and later pointed the gun at her vehicle. The complainant drove off the premises and called her mother, the witness, and the witness advised the defendant...
Not at her vehicle,
Stop.
The defendant advised the defendant to come back to her house, and defending her daughter, she pointed her handgun at the defendant. The defendant advised that he went to the Circle K gas station and that he was carrying an airsoft gun because he was scared. He advised he waved the airsoft gun in the air, but never pointed at anyone directly. The officer detained the defendant and placed him in the back seat of the patrol vehicle. The defendant was cursed at deputies and tried to agitate. The defendant tried to threaten deputies for not assisting him in the way he wanted the incident handled. When he did not get his way, he damaged both rear seatbelts by cutting them with a knife found on his person, and the defendant would start to kick the doors, and bang on the cage. The estimated cost of damage to the patrol vehicle is $250.
Okay. All right, Mr. Matumbo, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of any weapons. Do you understand? If you violate this condition, I'm going to revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds, sir. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yes.
Would you like to apply for a court-appointed lawyer?
No, it's actually, I have a lawyer that I can speak to.
You sure you don't want a lawyer?
I would, yes. Let me apply for one. I would like one.
Okay, so I just need a little bit of information from you. Let me take a look at it, and then I'll have you talk to someone here momentarily, okay? Just be nice when you're out there. I don't want any issues. I want my public safe. I'm going to do everything in my power to protect my public, all right? All right, come